Focus on your breathing and turn your attention inward. Try to calm down your spirit, slow down your thoughts, and allow yourself to become more present inside your body. As you bring your attention back to the body, you're allowing the body to release all tension, relax all muscles, all limbs, all nerves, and just melt into the position, straight down with gravity. By loosening up your body, by releasing your body, you're allowing your spirit to become more aware of itself. You're allowing the spirit to find comfort in the present reality. The present reality is the only reality. Reality is the perpetual now that never ends. This is the nature of the spirit. The spirit exists beyond time. And so as we slow down the movement within the spirit, we allow ourselves to go beyond time. When there's no movement in the spirit, then there's no time in the spirit. Time is measured by change. Time is measured by movement. So allow yourself to become more closely involved in how you process time and how you perceive the movement of the spirit that creates time. Time is an illusion created by the mind as it experiences moment after moment in the perpetual now. So when we come back to stillness, we're going to a place that is beyond time. It's a place of simple existence. Simple existence means that there are no concepts that we create in order to describe to ourselves what's happening. Once we create concepts to describe to ourselves what's happening, it's like we're looking into a mirror, we're looking into a screen and asking that screen to tell us the nature of ourselves. But now, we're not that foolish. We're not asking the screen because the screen is our own projection. So the screen cannot tell us our nature. Our nature is inherent in the way that we are, in the fact that we even exist. So we go back to a place where we're not describing anything to anyone. Because that would be a creation. That would use effort. That would cause us again to ask our mind to describe something. But we're not looking for a description. We look for direct experience. And the direct experience is the moment we stop describing, the moment we stop creating concepts in order to interact with ourselves. And we just remain as ourselves without any description. In that space, we can't get it wrong. The moment we project concepts, many things can go wrong. And we might find that we, the self that we were meant to serve with those concepts, ends up suffering from those created concepts. This place is a place that you were in before you even received your name. Your name represents the concept of you, the one that acts and speaks and does and creates a personality around himself. That's represented by the name. But the simple you was there before you even had a name, before you even were a concept, before you even knew that you now have the tools to interact with concepts. That's the origin of your life force. That's the reason you're safe. Not the concepts you've covered yourself with. Those concepts are just ideas, thoughts, beliefs, objects, people. They exist in your mind as brain waves. They're not real. And when you master how to use these concepts in order to serve the real you, then your experience will start being aligned with your nature. As long as the concepts are in charge of you and the real you hasn't been considered, then your experience will not be aligned with your nature, because it wasn't designed by anyone who even knew or cared about your nature. You are that one. You're the one that's supposed to care. You're the one that's supposed to design the concepts in your mind in a way that they suit your nature, in a way that they don't aggravate your nature. So then that root, that source of life, that is beyond your name, that is the one that was there before you even had a concept of yourself. So that one can find peace in you. So that one can live joyfully in you. That's his birthright. And that's your duty to figure out. So bring together all your intelligence, all your desire, all your intention, and make a commitment to your soul. Make a commitment to investing more desire, more thought, more intention in understanding yourself and really knowing what's driving you and understanding what's right for you. This intention doesn't have to be specific. This is a concept that we're introducing to the spirit, and the spirit will digest it in its own language, in its own time, and in its own way. We're simply clarifying to ourselves what we believe is important. And the more we clarify and the more deeply we experience the emotion of that clarification, the more that concept is going to influence our future. Because our spirit is just trying to please. And whatever we tell it, it believes. And so, as we implant ideas into our spirit, she's a fertile ground. Things will come of that. Thoughts, the spoken word, actions will happen based on what we cause our spirit to believe and what we cause our spirit to desire. So this is completely under our control. We collect our intention, or in a time of heightened emotion, we can sometimes feel that our spirit is more ready to receive. And we desire deeply, and we express in words what is real to us, what is meaningful, where would we like to invest more energy, what type of changes would we like to see within our spirit. And the spirit is magical. The spirit manifests based on our wish. As we wish, so it becomes. We wish to move a finger, the finger moves. That's the nature of the spirit. That's the nature of the world of thought. And so, if we become acquainted with this nature, we can cause great comfort to our spirit. And this is our duty. This is the least she deserves as the daughter of the one who designed life himself. So make a deep commitment to be kind to your spirit, to learn how to be kind to your spirit, to learn what's even possible, because the quality of the experience the spirit is having is not obvious on the outside. There are certain extremes when we can tell that the spirit is in distress, or sometimes there's like a glow on a person's face and we can tell that the spirit is really enjoying herself. But even then, we can't quantify this difference, and therefore the imagination is not aware that this is what it really should be pursuing, is improving the quality of the experience internally, because that opens up all the potential avenues, all the secret channels that the spirit has available as the daughter of the one who designed this entire scheme. He prepared for her many different eloquent arrangements that can only be accessed when we figure out how to put the spirit at ease, how to make her remember that she belongs here, so that she can create concepts for herself that are complementing her, that are giving her strength, that are giving her sustenance and desire. So make that deep commitment to yourself to fulfill your duty to your spirit, to know how to ease her burden, to understand how to prepare the environment that's going to allow you to manifest the deepest version of yourself. And make that commitment also to all the other spirits, the ones that are residing next to you, or the ones you interact with remotely, to be kind to their spirits, to see them as spirits, not to see them as bodies. And to be kind because, in essence, it's the same spirit that's trying to be in all of us. We're all fruit from the same tree. If you passed a tree and it started talking to you, that would quickly prove that nature is really alive. Well, I'm that tree. It's just, I'm such a miraculous tree that I'm also portable. I can move. But the aliveness of nature can certainly be demonstrated by the aliveness of the animals and the aliveness of the humans, who are all part of nature, who are all fruit off of the big tree. So make that commitment to be kind to yourself and to all who are like you, which includes all. Their behaviors might be different, their beliefs might be different, but that doesn't change the essence. It doesn't change the nature of the being. The nature of the being is designed by the will of the one who created all of us, every single one. And the levels of connection, the levels of unification that can happen between humans is not imaginable. It's not something that our mind can understand. It's like everything that has to do with the spirit. Unless we experience it directly, then we can't imagine it. Like the taste of a food, or how it feels to be hungry when you're satiated. The spirit cannot imagine different states. The spirit knows them when it experiences them. And so, the changes, the difference in experience, as humanity returns to realizing its true nature, cannot be imagined. It can only be experienced directly when the time will come. But on an individual level, we have the power to change our experience from within. We have the power to change the quality of the relationship between our spirit and our body, between the spiritual realm that comes all the way from the infinite and the physical realm that is the vessel for that light. So you come back to a place that is beyond concepts, that taps into the infinite light. And from there you bring forward more compassionate concepts that can comfort your spirit, that can strengthen your spirit, that can allow you to realize your desires within your environment, within the circumstances where you have been placed. So gather yourself in the silence. Gather yourself into that space that has no definition. And from that safety, you'll come forward with a new interpretation of life. with a new interpretation of who you are as you interact with reality. Allow yourself to go deep. Don't be afraid of your own nature. Be eager to discover your own nature, because that's the real you. That's the you that's hiding behind your personality. So allow yourself to discover your own vastness, your own depth, your infinite side, the infinite concepts that you can potentially choose to identify as yourself. And you've been doing so randomly. Now you want to pay attention. You want to do it intentionally. You want to do it in a way that's going to benefit ourselves and those around us for the longest period of time. So come back. To the simplicity of being you. And allow yourself to cleanse your perception of whatever negativity life has painted on your screen. And come back to loving yourself, loving existence, wanting to be all that you were created to be. Being ready to take on any challenges that might be in your way of becoming the best version of yourself available. Remind yourself of your commitment to yourself, to do whatever it takes, to be there for yourself, to remember that this relationship is the key to everything.